the first day of school, I decided.
Welcome to the Cheder Menachem Expo Toshin Ayin, celebrating 60 years of the Rebbe's leadership. You will be treated to exhibitions depicting the years from when the Rebbe was born until now, different Ulis of the Rebbe, projects, Miftzayim, campaigns, and more. Stay tuned to hear all about these wonderful exhibitions that you see in front of you today. Thank you. We hope you have an enjoyable time.
So over here it shows the place where the Rebbe was born. This place was demolished around several years ago. This is where the Rebbe had his bris. And then he moved on to Yekaterinslav. Right now it's called the Menachem Pirkei Avos. Over here it shows that a light was shining on the Rebbe because he was so holy. The reason why he was so holy is because he did everything like a regular Jewish person. Wore yarmulke, tzitzis, sang brachos, washed Negavasser. One time there was a shir nearby, and the Rebbe stood up from the crib. He was only 2 years old, and started listening to the shir. This happened a few times, and then he moved the shir to somewhere else because there might be an ayin hara. Over here it shows the Rebbe moving Yekaterinslav, and this is a short story, and Shachet's going to say the story.
Okay. Rabbi Chana said that the story that one time when the Rebbe was a child of about 9 years old, he was visiting the Black Sea with his mother, and one day as she neared the water, Rabbi Chana saw a group of ladies gathered at the shore. When she asked what the commotion was about, they told her that a young boy had fallen out of a boat and was saved when a Swahili other child rushed in to save him. He did this with no thought of himself and only of other people.
The Rebbe once visited Tanakh and he asked the Bachman question, and over here, in the beginning of a brief letter between the Rebbe and the Rebbe, and here the Rebbe got smicha from the Rebbe Brain.
And over here is the Rebbe went to visit his grandmother for the summer during the war years. And over here's another short story, and then Shachet's going to say the story.
This exhibit is about the Rebbe as a child scaling a tree no one else was able to. One time, the Rebbe had a free period, and his friends were attempting to climb a tree, and they were unable to. And finally they asked the Rebbe if he was able to climb it, and not surprisingly he was able to climb the tree. His friends were amazed, and they had no idea how he was able to climb the tree. And they asked him how he did it. The Rebbe answered, "You all looked down, but I looked up." The moral is that you should always look up at your goal in order to reach it. Look at all the Torah you still need to learn, and you don't look down and be satisfied only with what you've accomplished.
Over here, this is when the Rebbe was young before he got married. He met all these different holy tzaddikim, like Reb Shimon's Shkop, and all these other great tzaddikim. As we move along, and here's the passport that that they had over here, because they went to Vienna, Berlin, and Paris, and Warsaw. Okay, as we move along over here, this is where the Rebbe and Rebbetzin got married. Yudala Kislev, Taf Resh Peites. At the time, the Rebbe was 26 years old, and the Rebbetzin was 27 years old. And now I'm going to play some music for you, if you want to. hotel, called the Rachambile. If you wanted to come in here, you had to prove you had money. The way you proved it is you had to have $100. So the Rebbe would stand outside and give $100 bills to people, and they would exchange it with everyone, so that the Rebbe saved many, many people's lives by doing this, so that they wouldn't have to die on the streets. Coming along here, the Rebbe once asked the Rav if he had to have Mesiras Nefesh to get Hodor Esrog for Sukkot. The Rav said no, but the Rebbe went anyways, past the border, past all the guards and everything, even though the two countries were allies, and he got the 3 Esrogim. One for the Rebbe, one for the Rav, and one for the town. Similar story with flour. When the Rebbe had to get flour for Pesach, and he asked the Rav if he should do it, the Rav said don't, and the Rebbe went anyways and got the flour for Pesach.
Here, when the Rebbe came to America, he said that America is the most tumadik place in the world. The best way to pick something up is from the bottom. So the Rebbe said that you should pick America up and bring it to the top to Geula. So you can pick it up from the bottom over here. And here's the Rebbe actually coming to America on the boat. The Rebbe's on the boat coming off, and there's a dock with people waiting for the Rebbe on the dock. The Rebbe came to Paris to get his mother. For bringing the shul next to the Eiffel Tower. So we have the Eiffel Tower here with the shul next to it. Between the years Tafshinov and Tafshin Yud, the Rebbe established Merkaz Yanei Chinuch. One of the parts of Merkaz Yanei Chinuch is Chinuch for kids. So we have a school here, the classroom inside. Another thing for Marcus is that you should bring Sfarim and Tefillin to farmers. So there's a farm over here, and a mitzvah take is leaving a brought Sfarim to the farmer. And during these years between Tafshin Av and Tafshin Yod, the Rebbe bring the Shas Mevarchim, and he connected the Fabringans to the people that came to the Fabringans. So when a Shas champion came, he connected the life of a Yid to Shas. If you pick up these pieces, you can see how each piece is connected to the life of a Yid. Now we'll continue.
Rebbe made in these years a Yom Yom, and the huge Rebbe wrote a letter that a Yom Yom is like diamonds and pearls and everything. So, and that's why the Rebbe made this a Yom Yom. Here's Machane Yisrael, and one of the big things Machane Yisrael is doing Mishnah's Papa. So this is a guy driving, and his license plate's in Mashiach now. He's saying Mishnah's Papa. This guy's walking down the street and he's saying Mishnah's Papa. This is part of the Mishnah's Club. That if you decide wherever you live, and you're going to do Mishnah's where you live. So you take a sticker. Write your name. And you put it on this big map of California, wherever you live. Then afterwards, get a sticker. It says, I am proud to be part of the Mishnah's Club. This is the Rebbe made Sfarim during these years. These are Sfarim for adults, such as Biggest Kaddish. This thing was for questions in Torah. The Rebbe wrote long letters for this. And as for other Sfarim that are Kaddish al Pesach, Hayom Yom, Sefer HaMarim. Oh, and this is for kids, Sfarim for kids. This is Talks and Tales. The Rebbe also established in those days the Sefer Shabbos for kids. You see two people, we are having the Sefer Shabbos. Here the Rebbe explains the 2 jobs that the Rebbe had, the 4 jobs that the Rebbe had. One of them was Kahas. The Rebbe said the Kahas is like the Nefesh Oli Kiss. So making Sfarim for the Chassidus, this is for the Nefesh Oli Kiss. Merkez Menachem is for the Nefesh Sichos. So Merkez is like understanding. Machane Yisrael for Nefesh Bahamas, for people that needed to teshuvah. And the Rebbe is also part of the Chaver Kadisha for the people, so get ready, the Rebbe, for the people of Siyasa Mason. Thank you.
This is Unit Simcha's project. This year we're focusing on the years Tafshin Yud to Tafshin Chav. In Tafshin Yud, was the Pirkei Avos passing. So we made the Aleph. After the Pirkei Avos passing, in Tafshin Yud Aleph, the Rebbe had 7 seats. Just like from Avram to Moshe, there's 7 generations on Moshe was Nasi. So too from the Alter Rebbe to the Rebbe, which was 7 generations, who's also Nasi. Over here we have a waterfall. In the Maimer of Basi Ladani, it speaks about how we bring the well springs, which is Taran Chassidus, down to this world. So over here we show how this is the well springs that we're bringing it down to this world. In Tafshin Yud Beis, the Rebbe encouraged everyone to get smicha.
Hi, my name is Rabbi Levi Cohen. I'm here to give you smicha. First question is, why does Chabad us we eat pistachios on Shabbos? Because I might touch the floor. On the floor, maybe there's a piece of meat which isn't kosher. B, because I might be burned. And C, maybe I'll choke on it. B, because I might be dead.
In 1953, the Rebbe encouraged everyone to learn Shulchan Aruch.
In 1954, the Rebbe started the campaign of Mitzvah Ben Esri. Moving on to year 1955, the Rebbe encouraged that all ships, Israeli ships, should be closed for Shabbos. As you can see, the fish in the sea. In 1956, the Rebbe establishes Alitera, as you can see, Alitera. In 1957, the Rebbe establishes Camp Gan Yisrael Parksville. This is the original logo. And the Rebbe also made some bringing in the beginning. Moving on to 1959, the Rebbe pushes and encourages people to go around the entire world and have Chabad houses. As you can see, in Ukraine there's 95 cities and 53 centers in them. In Africa there's 15 cities with them. In Australia there's 93 with them. In Russia there's 81. Moving on to 1960, the Rebbe made Tanya and radio. So as you can hear the Tanya coming out, you turn on the FM and the PM. Move it. Listen to the noise. Thank you for voting for me. Our years are Tafshin Chafal to Tafshin Lamed, from here till that soldier wearing tefillin. Here is the Rebbe encouraged Minyanim to daven Nusach Ari Tilas Hashem. Also, in honor of the 150th yahrzeit of the Alter Rebbe, the Rebbe encouraged people to give tzedakah on the amount of 150. And here you can put it in tzedakah. And here is, going a little bit out of order, it's in Tafshin Lamed. Tafshin Lamed, the Rebbe finished Sefer Torah, which was started by the Pirkei Rebbe, and to greet Mashiach. And to greet Mashiach. And in Tafshin Chavtes, the Israeli wanted to make a law of the right of return, that people which only their father are Yidden should go back, are able to be considered Yidden. So you can see in this thing, there was one lady who didn't get Gir Kalacha, everybody else is a Yidden. And this person over here, even though most of his family is Jewish, he is considered a Guz. And over here you could see that only his mother was a Gir Kalacha, and he is a Yid, even though in his father's side he wasn't a Yid. And now moving back to Tafshin Chav Zayin. Tafshin Chav Zayin, the Rebbe encouraged people to make public gatherings for old people, the old to young, even the babies. Here is, now moving along to the 6-Day War. After the 6-Day War, Israel wanted to give away parts of Eretz Yisrael to back to the Arabs. So what happened is that the Rebbe was very much against that. It includes Sinai, the Gaza Strip, Yehuda V'Shomer, the West Bank. There's a few reasons the Rebbe mentioned why we shouldn't give it away. Number one is Kedosh Eretz Yisrael, the holiness of Eretz Yisrael. Number two is even if it's not Eretz Yisrael, it says in Hilchos Shabbos that if people come to conquer Eretz Yisrael, you got to go with weapons of war to make sure they don't take land of Yidden, a governed land by Yidden. So how much more so with giving away to other people. And also, if the politicians of war say so, that we have to show that we're strong, then also we should do that. Here you see our tefillin, for mitzvah tefillin. You can see in the tefillin, you can see the shin on the side, there's the parshas on the inside, so too with the other one. The Rebbe started the campaign of Mitzvah Tefillin. The Rebbe started the campaign of Mitzvah Tefillin, and he said that if the soldiers wear the tefillin, the enemy will be afraid of them. You see the IDF soldier by the kaisel wearing tefillin at the kaisel, and the Israelis won the war after that.
Our unit name is MS. We have the years from Tafshin Lamed Aleph, Tafshin Lamed Aleph.
Over here we have a soldier, representing, because the Rebbe told us, instructed that every Israeli soldier should have a siddur, a tehillim, and a pushka.
The Rebbe wanted that every Jew should fulfill the 4 mitzvahs of Purim. We have eating the Suda, Matanas Lavyanim, listening to the Megillah, and Shalach Manos.
Over here you have the Eiffel Tower, which is a symbol of France, and the Rebbe changed the French anthem to the Nigan Chader Samana.
Right here, the Rebbe started mitzvah.
In honor of the Rebbe's 70th birthday, he asked that 71 new meisters be opened. One of them was Michayach, the music publication meister. That's why it was piano. Okay, over here we have a mitzvah tank. It's also represented over here is tzedakah. Also by many svarim, and one of the svarim that the Rebbe wanted in the houses was Lakut Torah and Torah, the Alter Rebbe svarim.
This is the Rebbe requested that we should conquer the world of Torah. So here's the Gemara turning, and it's also turning the worlds, because that shows that we're conquering the world of Torah.
Over here we have the kaisel representing, since the Rebbe asked that before Tisha B'Av we should have children's rallies at the kaisel to protect Eretz Yisrael. And over here is a mezuzah representing mitzvah mezuzah, that every Jewish home should have mezuzahs on the doors.
Hello, we are Unit Torah, and we have from Tafshin Lamed to Tafshin Men. In our years, the Rebbe started Mitzvah Kashrus, so where we have a Fleshik sink and a Felchik sink separated. Also, the Rebbe said that all kids should know the 12 psukim, and they should always say, so here we have the 12 psukim. The Rebbe said that everyone should have a mashpia. So we made this booklet. It's short stuff that the Rebbe said concerning a mashpia. During the 9 days, the Rebbe said that we should learn the halachas of the Beis Hamikdash, which is considered like we're building the Beis Hamikdash. The famous 3 set Svarim Tafresh Shayin Beis was first printed. Here is Rabbeinu Tam. The Rebbe said that kids from the age of 13 should wear Rabbeinu Tam also, because before that it was only certain people. Here the Rebbe's heart attack. That by the Rebbe's heart attack, people were jumping out. People just put the terrace down and left. Here's the poles, here's the benches. Here's Mitzvah Avos Yisrael. that the Rebbe said that everyone should have Avos Yishol. So this from person is having Avos Yishol with a non-from a person.
I'm representing the unit of Ufratsta, and our years is the Rebbe Nesias from Tafshin Mem Aleph to Tafshin Mem Dalem. Now, we started off by Tafshin Mem Aleph. Tafshin Mem Aleph is when the Rebbe started the biggest campaign ever, and you can guess, Sivas Hashem. You see, we have the first Sivas Hashem publication, the Mashiach Times. Then we got a whole bunch of other stuff. It's from like 1981. So, and we have other publications. We have the original stuff. Pins. We don't have these days. And then this is how they made missions back then. Now we have all color and everything. Now over here, Tavshin Mem Beis is when the Rebbe made an Indian for children to have a ISIS a letter in the Sefer Torah. Now, as you can see, it's beautifully drawn. Now, in Tavshin Dal and Mem, the Rebbe made a takana of learning Rambam. You can see if I miss this. You want one? Now, it's for the next week. Now, Tavshin Mem Gimel is when the Rebbe made a petition about making a moment of silence before public school starts. So you can see classrooms of the public school and also the flickering light in the cloud up there. That represents Hashem. They should think about the one who made them and the one above who made this physical world. And I think that worked. Now, in Tavshin Mem Gimel, the Rebbe made the takana of Shabbos Mitzvah Nayach should be kept by Yidden and Goyim alike. So you can see, you shouldn't serve idols, you shouldn't swear or curse in Hashem's name, or swear in Hashem's name falsely, you shouldn't murder, you shouldn't steal, you shouldn't do false marriage, you shouldn't eat from a live animal, a limb, and you shouldn't do false judgment. Also, in Tavshin Mem Gimel, the Rebbe made a takana also that in Cheshvan, there should be a rally for men, women, and children. They should give out dimes and they should say the 12 Pesukim. And also Tavshin Gimel Mem stands for Tehei Shnas Golas HaMashiach. Since Tavshin Mem Aleph, the Rebbe started making nicknames for the years.
Okay. In Tavshin Dal Mem, the Rebbe instituted that there should be a yeshiva built in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's over here. Here, let's zoom in. And here we can see that the teacher teaches from over here, and then all the kids can learn here. Place. And back over here, there's a small dorm and a kitchen, a place for people to stay, and here is a place to play. Also, in this year, the Rebbe has instituted the takana of Rambam with 3 levels. Level 1 of Pirkei Avos, level 2 of Shlosh Brokim, and then level 3 of Sefer Mitzvahs. The Rebbe also said that this year he started that all kids should only be exposed to kosher animals. Also, Tavshin Dal Mem stands for Tehei Shnas Mashiach, meaning this year is the word of Mashiach.
I'm representing the Rebbe's Nesias from Tavshin Mem Hey to Tavshin Mem Ches. Now, in Hey Tavshin Mem Hey is the year the court cases over this farm started. You know this is the case, and they brought it to 770. Now, in Tavshin Mem Vav, the Rebbe started giving out dollars every Sunday. The Rebbe advised that all Bachrim and Menachem should appoint for themselves a Rav. Now, as you can see, Cheder Tzivos Hashem, the Rebbe instituted that all children should have a Cheder Tzivos Hashem. You can see a person lying in his bed. That's a kid, and he has balei arm, and he has a pushka, he has chomish arm, and he has a siddur. Now, over here, in Tavshin Mem Ches, That was the year of Shnas Hakel, and the Rebbe encouraged very strongly that the Hasidim should gather together in the Hakel year, and they should have a gathering. Also, and that's it.
If you look on the sign over here, it says Mazari B'chaim, Aku B'chaim, which basically means if his children are alive, he is alive. How is this? It means that when we're doing what the Rebbe said that we should do, he's close to us. He's giving us bracha. He's with us. He's helping us. And we're doing what the Rebbe wants by building new Chabad houses. More and more people are becoming from. And these young people here will be doing a little brief show for you. Actually. Okay, so you see these young men are learning in this very nice place. We're here, as you know, the Rebbe said that we should send shluchim all over the globe, to everywhere in the world. And by doing this, opening more Chabad houses, more kosher stores opening, more people eating kosher. More people are becoming from these,
So this is representing that the shluchim all over the world.
Exactly. And over here, right before you go to bed, after you see a mapel, you're supposed to look at a picture of the Rebbe and say and think about the good stuff you've done that day, and think how you can improve on that the next day, do better. And this is over here. This is, every single Yid needs a Jewish education, and any of those people who are not that from, they send their kids to private schools, and the only private schools are Jewish schools. So they send them to Jewish schools, and the kids get inspired by the Yiddishkeit, and when they come home, they inspire their parents to become more and more from. And by doing this, kids come to school, get inspired. Over here, let me give you the tour. This is the teacher's lounge. This is Rabbi Hardingsfeld pouring himself some coffee. This is Mr. Gaegel. This is Rabbi Brody teaching his 3rd grade class. This is Rabbi Belovik with his coffee and teaching his 6th grade class. This is Mrs. Kamish teaching her 1st grade class. And this is Marachana teaching her pre-1A class. Hope you enjoyed the tour.
See you next year.
Next Expo. Thank you for coming.
Thank you.